Arena, Chisinau, the 16th of February, with this massive event, Eagles 11. The three-part tournament is packed with numerous local and European talent, as well as experienced fighters. In the first part, the prelims of Eagles 11 will see young fighters and debutants in action. Ivan Frunza against Maxim Isac. The rematch, Lilian Grosu against Oleg Bruma. Bogdan Katkin against Sergiu, Bagrin, and Amir Genem against Dumitru. Chisinau Manege Arena, Eagles 11, be the first to be the best. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the judge of the evening. Judge of the competition, first judge, Kara Alexandru. Second judge, Kilinchuk Alexandru. Third judge, Goya Artur. Fourth judge, Suhan Julian. Referee in the cage, first referee, Marius Domasat. Second referee, Pokatilov Denis. Third referee, Petkoglo Alexandru. Supervisor, Pokatilov Pavel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Eagles 11 tournament? Introducing the first fight of the evening. This is a featherweight bout under 66 kilogram. Introducing the blue corner. He's coming from Moldova. Make some noise for Maxim Isac.
Hello everyone and welcome to Eagles Fighting Championships 11. My name is Daniel Austin here at cage side for what is being touted as by Amir, the president of FIA Fighting Association. This could be the biggest, most exciting event ever in the history of Eagles MMA, and I would be hard pressed to disagree with that statement. We are here, as always, in the Manege Arena, and we are getting ready for our first of 16 fights here on the card. This is our first preliminary matchup as Maxim Isac set to take on Ivan Frunza. Two Moldovan athletes with very little experience as far as professionally. Isac is 1-0, and Frunza making his debut here tonight. And from what I understand, both of these two guys have a lot to prove. They have it all out in front of them right now. As you can see, the fans are going to be starting to trickle in here very slowly because this is going to be a long night of MMA. We have a lot of great action on the card here tonight. But it's a great chance for these guys to be able to compete in a promotion which is rapidly expanding, in a promotion which everybody is talking about is the fastest growing MMA promotion in all of Europe. There's not a whole lot of people in the arena yet, and so the pressure is kind of off. You don't have that added pressure of performing in front of thousands and thousands of people like there will be later on tonight. You just got to go in there, do what you've been training to do, listen to your coaches, and try to get the job done. 66 kilograms is the weight limit in this one for this featherweight bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maxim Isac. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent into the red corner. He's coming from Moldova. Please make some noise for Ivan Frunza.
Says he's happy about the opportunity. He wants to show everything that he's learned and that Isac won't be having an easy night tonight inside the cage. Well, we'll see about that as the 22-year-old makes his way down the cage side. There you see Maxim Isac pacing around inside the cage, well, like a lion. He represents the Lion Gym. Very good fighting school here in Chisinau. And Frunza represents the Thai Boxing Club. Another very strong gym, perhaps the two strongest gyms in all of Moldova. I hesitate to say that because there are other gyms which are very, very good. But let's just say that these two gyms produce the highest amount of fighters. That's maybe the best way to say it. Lion Gym and Thai Boxing Club, a very big rivalry here in Chisinau. Anytime you get two fighters facing each other from these two gyms, I guarantee you're going to get a very exciting fight simply because of pride. Ivan Frunza kind of got thrust into this matchup after an injury to a previous opponent for Isac. He's 22 years old and making his debut here tonight, so for sure he's got a lot of great training, and he's just got to go in there and show exactly what he's been learning. You can see those cauliflower ears, so he's certainly no novice to fighting. Let's see what he's made of here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ivan Frunza. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the blue corner, age 20, weighing 66 kilograms, height 1.68 meters, having a personal record of 1-5-1 win. He's fighting for Lion Team. Make some noise from Moldova to Maxim Isac. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the red corner, age 22, weighing 66 kilograms, height 1.67 meters. This is his debut in mixed martial arts. He's fighting for Thai Boxing Club Moldova. Make some noise for Ivan Frunza. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a featherweight bout on the 66 kilogram, 5-minute, 3-round, extra 1-round MMA rules. Referee in the ring, Denis Pokatilov.
Judge, are you ready? Are you ready? Time, fight!
Round 1.
And we are underway here, our opening contest here at Eagles 11 from Chisinau, Moldova. This one, 3 rounds of 5 minutes, as will be all the fights on the card here tonight, with the exception of the main event, which is a title match. So there will be 5 rounds. Both guys with a very cautious, slow pace. Ducks under the shot there. Does Frunza, looking for a takedown here. Couple of shots getting caught in the process as they tumble to the ground. And it looks like Isac, well, he made his way back up to his feet here as they continue to lock up here against the cage. Frunza has that left arm. Take a look at the muscularity in the arms. Looks to be in fantastic shape, does Ivan Frunza. You can see he's got that left arm overhooked, got a death grip on the right arm of Isac. Look out for the knees inside. Nice turn there, as Frunza putting some pressure on against the cage here, trying to drop down, trying to get low, trying to get some leverage to perhaps take down Isac. But as of this moment, it's almost like a mirror image of what we saw moments ago now, with that left arm overhooked, preventing him from getting too low. Now he changes positions, and there's a little bit of separation. This is the first of 16 fights scheduled for tonight. And I have to admit that there's great matchmaking as these two go to the ground here. Whoever is putting these fights together, these first couple opening fights, really doing a great job here. There's almost nothing on paper here between these two. Isac 20, Frunza 22, only 1 centimeter in height between them. Two of the best clubs in Moldova being represented in the cage right now. And both guys with very little, as I mentioned, professional experience, with the exception of Isac, who has had 1 pro fight, and that was a win. As Maxim Isac on top right now. Take a look at the size of the thighs of Frunza, like two tree trunks here as he flips him over. Gets on top now. And Isac keeping his legs inside. Oh, wow, did he eat a shot? He is not happy about those punches going in. Look at the right hand, very uncomfortable, but was willing to eat a couple in order to get back up to his feet. Trying to sweep out the ankle and take him back down to the ground here, grabbing the hand. He's still got the right leg to deal with, though, as Isac sprawls out now. I think that Frunza is going to keep trying to press forward here and grab another leg. But at the same time, he's got to control the arms, and now Isac trying to take the back. Trying to roll him over onto his back, and he does. And they got a little bit of a buffer zone there between the cage now. These two fighting in the featherweight division, and the main event for tonight, 15 fights from now, will be Valerio Mircea taking on Andre Barbarossa. Look at that, sits right back with that Achilles lock, trying to sink it in, and he frees the leg. That main event will also be in the featherweight division, and so these two have a long way to go. Nice cradle there. If this was a amateur wrestling match here, he may be able to get a quick pinfall. A lot of fighters, MMA fighters in Moldova, have a great wrestling background. Good right hands going in there. You can see the face of Frunza turning all nice shades of pink and purple as he's really exerting a lot of energy. Trying to land elbows off his back. Just really a back and forth round here. Seems like whenever one guy has a real good advantage, kind of turns the table on the other one. And then that guy does the same thing to his opponent. A little bit of separation now as Isac stands up, looking to drop a quick little bomb. Frunza gets up to a knee, and now he's back up to a vertical base, lands a good right hand, and that brings our opening round.
Second round.
Touch of gloves, and we are underway in round number 2. Wow, he really loaded up with that right hand, and he got caught with a right in return from Isac. Head kick goes up. It caught something. I heard a slap. It could have hit the glove, I think. And if that would have tagged him on the chin, it could be trouble here. Frunza looks a little bit wobbly and tired in there right now, but he is still swinging with a lot of velocity. They tie up again against the cage. Look, he took some over with that side headlock now, goes around and ends up in full mount. Not a bad position here for Frunza, especially considering that he seems to be running out of gas a little bit. Look at that move, though. Isac right back on top. That didn't take long at all. Take a look at the redness on the back of the right shoulder there in the trapezius area, just south of that area, on the back of Maxim Isac, perhaps from being on the mat or up against the cage. Isac said before the fight that his goal is to win no matter what. He doesn't care if it's a KO or if it's a decision, but he says he is ready to go the full 3 rounds if that is necessary. Frunza seems to be a little bit tired. Just as I saw as round 2 was opening up, I saw that he was, well, he's got his toes stuck in the cage now. The referee all over that. Did look to be a little bit tired there. Just as the round opened up, here comes the ground and pound. Just about to give up his back, but more shots coming in. A lot of those shots hitting the arms, not making their way through as he gets his face nice and tight to the body, trying to avoid those shots. You can't. Well, here they come. More shots raining down. Now he turns out of it, and he's not in the most desirable position for a choke, but he can work with this. He's holding on to that left arm, trying to prevent him from fully taking the back as he tries to work his way up, and now he goes back into the guard, so he dodged that bullet. Still has to contend with the hands, though, of Isac. Isac putting his foot on the hips, trying to keep him away so he can strike the head. Frunza digging in now, posturing up, looking to throw a few bombs of his own. 2 minutes remaining now in round number 2. You can see him looking over at his corner, trying to get some advice. Looks a little bit lost here in what to do. He might get caught in a triangle if he's not careful. He's trying to wrap that leg around. Can't quite see where his right arm is. We got his right arm out of the way. Rolls through now. He's trying to sink that in. If he can get that right calf around his ankle, pull down on that head, can really get that thing in tight. Trying to get that arm over to the other side of his body to finish this submission. Frunza's rolling with it. Oh, this is not good at all. His head is wide open for strikes, and he better just freak out and try to get out of this position, and he does. He powers his way out. But Isac right back into side control now in a very advantageous position. And you can see Frunza just gasping for air at this point, trying to get oxygen into those lungs. He almost got out of that. Still on top, though. Isac riding him now. Moves around to the back. Well, you got to give it up to these two guys. They are really working hard inside the cage right now. Two guys, as I mentioned, with very little professional experience. But boy, are they getting a lot here tonight. More than they bargained for, perhaps. Ten-second hammer goes down as time is slipping away in round number 2. Grigore Pantofili, former champion in the lightweight division, as we go back and take a look at highlights from round 2. I would say that that round clearly belongs to Maxim Isac, in my opinion. But I'll leave that officially to the judges. They usually do a better job than I do. Came very close to finishing this thing with that triangle. And we'll find out what happens here as we move into the third and final round.
Round 3, final round.
5 minutes on the clock left for these two to get the job done. Are they going to be able to finish off their opponent? Looks like both guys are ripe for the pickings here. Or will this thing go to the judges? Haven't seen a whole lot of stand-up here between these two guys. Things really did get interesting. The beginning of round number 2 when they went back and forth and were trading shots. I would like to see more of that. I don't know if they would like to take more of it. But as a fan and as somebody who's sitting here at cage side and rather than in the ring, I'd sure like to see it. Overhand right, perhaps a grazing blow. Solid low kick landed there from Isac. Looks to me like Frunza may be getting his second wind here. He looks like he's kind of back into this thing. By his fatigue, trying to slam him, finishes it off. Didn't get the whole brunt of that big slam that he was looking for, but he sure got him nice and high there as he is now in a desirable position. Much better than we saw him in round number 2. Look at him sticking that forearm, just grinding it into his face there. A lot of these little tricks can be very, very taxing on someone's cardiovascular conditioning and can certainly open up more possibilities now as even Frunza trying to lick it. Oh, he's going to pop his head off. His head's going to explode. Look at this. Frunza trying to choke the life out of him now. How much does he have left in the tank, though? He's all over him like an octopus. Look at Isac defending, and he got out of it. I don't believe it. What a great defense by Maxim Isac. Well, I tell you, that's just about as close as it gets, folks. Right there to finishing this thing. And it looks to me like Frunza really went for it all. He put all his chips on the table right there and went all in with that rear naked choke. And it looks to me like whatever second wind he had has already blown away. These two continuing the grapple now as Isac posturing up here, looking for some ground and pound. Again, good defense with the arms, fighting off those shots as Isac continues to expend energy, but is not really doing a lot of damage as he's either getting caught up in the arms or the shots are missing. Well, that one didn't miss. That one landed right in the temple. Ooh, and another solid left hand is right in front of me now. I can hear the shots going. I can hear him crushing his skull. Good shots going in and doing damage now. Frunza rolls to his back. Isac looking for an opening. Looks like his left hand trying to get in there. Got to be careful not to strike the back of the head here, but he finds a little opening there underneath the armpit of Frunza. Still riding Amir. He'll look for an opportunity for more strikes and take the neck. Should it come? Look how he grabbed the right arm, trying to throw him over the top now. Lifting up his hips, trying to buck him off, but at this point, very difficult to do so as he's just smothering him now. He's all over him like a wet blanket. Look like he's going for the choke here or looking for more shots with the right hand. He has a lot of opportunities, a few different options, and both men doing their best. There, he's going for that arm again. And he did create a few centimeters of movement from Isac, but not enough to get him off. He's got those legs right where he wants them. More shots going in here as time continues to slip away. He's got him flattened out now. Coming up on 30 seconds and some change left in the fight. I think that Frunza has really got to come up with something big here in this last 30 seconds. It's not going to look good in his favor to end the fight like this. Oh, wow, that one caught him solidly right in that cauliflowered ear. Trying to stand up with him, trying to shake him off, but that's easier said than done. He's got that left hook in, and he is not going anywhere. And it looks like this is the way the round is going to finish out here. There's the horn, and this one's history. Frunza kind of came out in round 3 with a little bit of a second win, but the longer that that round went on, the better things turned out for Isac, especially towards the end of that round. He really dominated, and we will get the official decision here momentarily. But you can see here that Isac really taking it to him. Look at the right hands going in, hitting him in the ear, hitting him in the side of the head. Great job in that third round by Maxim Isac.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the referee has reached his decision by unanimous decision to the blue corner, Maxim Isac.
Great victory for Maxim Isac as he is still undefeated in his young career. The 20-year-old now moves to 2-0, and Frunza with a disappointing loss in his first professional fight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the next fight of the evening, Bantamweight bout under 62 kilogram. Introducing first, in the blue corner, he's coming from Moldova. Please welcome to Lilian Grosu. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent into the red corner. He's coming from Moldova. Please welcome to Oleg Bruma. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the blue corner, age at 23, weighing 61 kilogram, height of 1.73 meters, having a personal record of 4 fights, 1 win, and 3 losses. He's fighting for crushing Oleg. Make some noise for Lilian Grosu! And now presenting the red corner, age 22, weighing 61 kilogram, height 1.72 meters, having a personal record of 2 fights, 2 wins, and never lost. Ladies and gentlemen, he's fighting for Moldova. Please welcome to Oleg Bruma. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bantamweight bout under 62 kilogram, 5-minute 3-round, extra 1 round MMA rules. Referee in the ring, Denis Pokatilov.
Judge, time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
Round 1.
We are underway here in our second of 16 fights here tonight at Eagles 11. Revenge on the mind of Lilian Grosu, the man with the blue tape. Look at that kick around his wrists. Keep in mind the last time these two fought at the last Eagles event. An immediate rematch was signed by FIA President Dorian Amir after what transpired last time around. You don't see that very often in MMA. You don't see it very often anywhere in combat sports, that you get an immediate rematch at the very next event. Almost unheard of here, but that's the kind of issue we got right now. A big flying knee. He's going for the armbar right away. If he gets the right angle on this thing, this one could be over quicker than the first contest. It is unbelievable. Oleg Bruma, for the second straight event, has destroyed Lilian Grosu. This time it was even quicker. Take another look at it, folks. A big flying knee went in right there and hit him right in the guts. You can see the legs almost instinctually just looking for that arm bar. Grosu tried to stand up, tried to block it, tried to counter it, tried to avoid it, tried to do everything he could, but in the end, Oleg Bruma submitted him even quicker than he beat him the first time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is by submission in the first round to Oleg Bruma.
2 straight victories for Oleg Bruma over Lilian Grosu. So let's see where Bruma is going to go, where he's going to be thrown in with all these other fighters in the Bantamweight division, but I would have to assume that there's only one direction for him to go, and that is straight up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the next fight of the evening, this is a lightweight bout under 70 kilogram. Introducing first, in the blue corner, he's coming from Ukraine. Make some noise for Bogdan Katkin. Ladies and gentlemen, Bogdan Katkin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent into the red corner. He's coming from Moldova. Please welcome to Sergiu Bagrin. And now, presenting the blue corner, age of 21, weighing 70 kilograms, height 1.77 meters, having a personal record of 4 fights, 2 wins and 2 losses. He is fighting for Vikings. Please welcome from Moldova to Ukraine, Bogdan Katkin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the red corner, age of 22, weighing 70 kilograms, height 1.77 meters. This is his debut in mixed martial art. He's fighting for On Top Moldova. Make some noise from Moldova to Sergiu Bagrin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a lightweight bout under 70.3 kilogram, 5-minute 3-round, extra 1 round MMA rules. Referee in the ring, Alexandru Petkoglu.
And we're underway, round number one of a scheduled 3-rounder. You can see that even though these two are listed as the same exact height, that doesn't seem to be the case here inside the cage. It looks to me like the Ukrainian is a lot taller and lankier. He's got a big reach advantage, and immediately Bagrin sensing this and shooting in, looking for a takedown. Look at the way he's really putting that left leg way back there, trying to trap him with his left arm, trying to keep him away from the legs. Looked to me like Katkin was very comfortable striking when this thing opened up, as now Bagrin gets a hold of the ankle and is trying to force him down to the canvas whether he likes it or not. Bagrin really wrestling him down to the canvas here. Can hear the corner, or it doesn't even seem to be the corner, just seems to be somebody else in the audience screaming for Katkin to get up, stand up, get this thing back on your feet. I don't speak Ukrainian, but it is quite similar to Polish, so I can understand some of these commands that Katkin's corner is shouting at him. Looks like he's just trying to tie up Bagrin, trying to prevent him from getting him on his back and preventing this thing from turning into a grappling contest. I think he would much more prefer just to get this thing stood back up. He seemed to be having a bigger advantage. Oh, wow, look at that. Put a knee right between his legs and then started lighting him up with punches. Takes the back down. He nearly got that arm right under the chin here. He could still have it. Hard to see where exactly it is. Still riding him now a little bit high here as Katkin can almost sneak out the back door here. He's got those hooks in, though, that are preventing that. He's got such long legs, though, that he maybe just be able to force his way out if he can get enough leverage. Look at how long and thin the legs are. Bagrin still on top here. He's way high here. He might fall off. If he's not careful, he's exposing his arm, though, and that is not good. Now he's slowly but surely trying to sneak his way out. He might end up on top here or in an arm bar, one or the other. Those knees might change the mind of Bagrin. He's protecting his arm here. Looks like he's got his right arm clasped to his left, and just like that, pulls his arm out. See the left arm. Now the right arm around the back of the head. Katkin looking for shots. There you can see the coach of Bogdan Katkin in the Viking gym in Ukraine. He's right over there on his side of the cage, so he's able to clearly hear the commands from his coach. Right hand goes in and hits the jaw. Left hand's going into the kidney area as Bagrin scooting over on his left hip here, trying to get the right arm over on the other side of the head. Seems to be very relaxed, very calm here in this guard now. Opens it up. Neither guy seems to be in a big hurry here. Don't want to make a mistake. Keep in mind that this is the debut of Sergiu Bagrin, who is on his back now. Ooh, right hand caught him good. I don't know where it landed, but I could certainly hear it. When the Menage Arena has really filled up quickly here. This place is absolutely packed now. The first couple opening fights, fans were just kind of slowly trickling in, maybe getting some coffee, maybe some kind of other adult beverage. And now this place is absolutely packed to the rafters, as it always is. Big left hand crossed him, and that ends round one. Take another look at round one action here. Some good striking. Had Sergiu Bagrin backing up, but then some adjustments were made, and Bagrin took him down. And once they got on the canvas, I think that Bagrin stayed on him for the majority of the round, most of the time, looking for arm bars, looking for submissions, looking for chokes from the back. But then right there at the end of the round, Katkin kind of took control and was landing some ground and pound. These are Eagles cage girls, Lily and Angie, doing their thing as usual. Yeah, you can see these two with their backs against the cage. You can see just how much taller Bogdan Katkin is. He's certainly not 177 centimeters. He looks to be taller. Either that or Bagrin is less than 177. But whatever it is, it's making for an interesting matchup. And of course, round two starts off on the feet, and we'll see if Katkin can finally pull off what his coaches are wanting him to pull off. Bagrin really fired back with a right hand and caught him. Low kick goes in again. He turns his back temporarily on his opponent. Bagrin rushing in now, chasing him around the cage. Oh, and opening up. Looks to shoot in, but look at the very uncomfortable hold that he's got now, right in the crotch. Got his right arm draped over the back of the thigh and his left arm inside. Bagrin trying to finish off this takedown here, but he is really tied up here. It's going to make it difficult. Trying to get his right leg over to break that hold. He can break that hold if he just stretches out. Well, it looks like he's cut under the chin too. I saw some blood under the chin of Sergiu Bagrin, and look at this position now. Scrambling, and it looks like Bagrin now in a pretty good position here as he's got Katkin kind of trapped up against the base of the cage. Katkin with those long legs, though, trying to keep him away, keeping the knee inside, pushing him away now with up kicks. Bagrin has to be careful of that because he's got such long legs where if he's used to training with somebody about the same height and size as him, he may not be able to get kicked from that far of a distance. 2 minutes gone by here in round number two. Short little elbow kind of clocked him on the forehead, but not a whole lot behind it here as he's trying to pass, trying to get that left leg over. Ooh, that one buried it right into his sternum, I think. north-south position now as he traps the right arm down. And I would expect more elbows or punches to come in here as he's neutralized the left arm of the Ukrainian and is trying to take care of the right arm as well so he can get even more clear of a shot at his head. Takes the back now, lickety split. Look how quick he did that. Trying to get those hooks in now. Good position here. He's a little bit too high though now as Katkin, well, he may have him right around the throat. He's got that right arm around the mouth here. He can still breathe through his nose, but if he squeezes hard enough, he could get that to sit. Look at the way he's just squeezing him right now. Squeezing the neck. Look at the face all contorted now of Katkin. Oh, and he's got him in a nasty cross face. Look at how nasty that is. Now he gives up and he changes position. Oh, and he's really got it hooked in. Very awkward angle on the face, but he survives. Katkin survives, but not surviving the right hands. Looking for an armbar now. Oh my! He has got every possible submission hold at his arsenal. Ooh, knees going in now. Just dropped the knee right across the forehead of the Ukrainian. Frees himself and just dropped a big shot there. Here comes another one. Katkin now looking for a measure of revenge. Both the corner of Katkin and also the referee telling these guys to keep busy here. Can't get complacent at this point. Still got to go for it. So important to stay busy, stay active, try to improve your position, try to win the fight. A lot of times, though, just the slightest move can have dire consequences. So both guys very careful, and it looks to me like Bagrin trying to get that right leg in the position here if he can, but Katkin still inching forward. Right hand's coming in now. Grabs the arm. Oh boy, he has got that triangle deep. He needs to make a few adjustments here, but he's got his legs exactly where he wants them. Oh my, look at that, saved by the horn. Round two action here, but that was a very exciting round. A couple times it was very close to a finish, especially right there at the end of the round, the last minute and a half or so. A couple of very close submission attempts there from Sergiu Bagrin of Moldova. He did get caught under the chin. You see that little uppercut he landed right there. I think that's the one that opened him up underneath the chin. And we have still got one more round left to go. Look of concern on that gentleman's face as we look forward to round number three.
Final round.
Well, these two have really been through a war here in these first two rounds. Let's see what they're made of. This is what these preliminary matches are all about. It's a chance to put your skills on display. Chance for younger fighters, up-and-coming fighters to show what they can do. Wow, did he pop him. Katkin just popped him with a right hand. Oh, and an overhand right that time from Bagrin in return. Oh my! A knee right up the middle and another one. Really lining him up now with knees is Katkin. Bagrin doesn't mind slugging it out, but it seems like he would prefer if things were down on the canvas. Trying to push through here, but look at a sprawl by Katkin, really getting those hips low, getting those legs out of the way. Bagrin still pushing forward here, kind of went sideways with it. Bagrin still looking for those legs. His right arm is still too far away. He can't get a good grip on the hips, and it's hard for him to be able to hook both of his arms together. Look how long the legs are of Katkin, my goodness. Makes it very difficult. Now, he's not going to win too many points here by doing this. He's got to think more offensively here. What can he do to prevent, well, look at this now. It looks like he's trying to wrap that left leg in. Could try to figure for the head. Preventing the takedown here. Might try to spin around and take the back. He might just be content to land right hands. Bagrin still digging. Not giving up on this. He's got a one-track mind here. And he's getting left hands right to the face. That may change his mind. Now he's got both of his hands clasped around the left leg of the Ukrainian, eating a few shots here. And once again, Katkin sprawls out, breaks the hold by moving that leg backwards. Shots going in underneath the Moldovan as he continues to work for that leg. Sometimes persistence pays off, and sometimes persistence just gets you punched in the face. Knees going in now. This is also where these youngsters need to listen to their coaches here. You got to keep your ears open. They'll tell you what to do, what move you should make next. Right hand going in. This is a good round so far for Katkin. It's debatable whether he came close to winning either of those first two rounds. He did have his moments in those rounds. Overall, though, I don't know if I would give those rounds to him. But so far, he's doing all the offensive work now. And now Bagrin changes his mind, rolls onto his back, which I think is a much smarter move here. Had a lot of success off of his back. Was able to work for different submissions, came close to a triangle a couple of times. Had an arm bar. He's almost had every submission in the MMA book. At least an attempt at it so far. You can tell from those cauliflowered ears that he's spent more than a couple hours on the mat. Coming up on 30 seconds left in the fight here. Look how he's got the left arm overhooked, preventing Katkin from landing any shots with the right hand, with the left hand, the right arm, excuse me. Still striking the body, though, with the other arm. You can see there's not a laceration, but some kind of bruising on the left eyelid of Bagrin. And this fight is over. This one will go to the judges, and we'll see what we get. Pavel Zhiroblev in attendance. Take a look at round 3. Well, that was a long round. If you're Sergiu Bagrin on his back for, excuse me, on his stomach for almost the entire duration of round number 3, as Katkin was just refusing to let him grab the leg, and he was just sprawling out, keeping away from his opponent. Landed a lot of good knees too. So this one's going to be interesting. Round 3 definitely belonged to Katkin, 110%. But how are rounds 1 and 2 going to be scored? I would say in favor of Bagrin, which would make it 2-1, but who knows what to expect. They don't pay me a dime to judge these contests. And you can do what you want with my opinion. Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is, by unanimous decision, for the blue corner, Bogdan Katkin.
Well, Katkin must have done enough to win another one of those rounds and gets the victory at Eagles 11 by unanimous decision. Up next, we go to the super heavyweight division, 120 kilos. That's over 260 pounds. Coming up next.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the next fight of the evening. This is a super heavyweight bout, plus 120 kilogram. Introducing first, in the blue corner, he's fighting for Romania. Make some noise for Dumitru.
This is about as big as they get, folks. Super heavyweight action at Eagles 11. Dumitru 0-2 in his professional career from Transylvania. Has a 5-centimeter height advantage over his opponent, and he is a big, rough and tumble individual, believe me, folks. Represents the Bogdan Academy in Brasov, Romania. Right now, the king of the heavyweight mountain in Eagles FC is Alexander Romanov, the undefeated interim heavyweight champion of the world. But I'll tell you what, they are constantly looking for the next big heavyweight star in Eagles Fighting Championships. And whoever wins this one, I think, is certainly going to improve their standings in the EFC heavyweight division. Looks to be in pretty good shape for a super heavyweight fighter. Made the trip from Romania. And this is a very international match as well. Normally I don't see a whole lot of matches like this in EFC. A lot of times most of the fights are a Moldovan fighter against a fighter from a different country. Not always, though. Sometimes you have two Moldovans fighting each other, but not so often do you see two fighters from different countries getting it on here inside the EFC cage. That's what we've got in this one, and I'm looking forward to seeing these two big behemoths clash inside the EFC cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring, Dumitru. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent into the red corner. He's coming from Israel. Make some noise. Welcome to Amir Genem.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You're nobody. He's gonna hit as hard as life.
Amir Genem of Israel, now residing, however, here in Moldova. Kind of makes you wonder how many Israelites could possibly be living in Moldova. I wouldn't think too many. However, Genem trains at the Thai Boxing Club under Vlad Belishchi. Says, I've been training for a long time for this. All my friends and family support me. He's got a great team behind him, and he is looking to make a successful debut in the world of mixed martial arts at Eagles 11. The Menagerie has played host to so many incredible kickboxing fights, so many incredible MMA contests, a long, storied history of fighting here in Chisinau. And Amir Genem, originally of Israel, now representing Moldova with a chance to make a name for himself in the heavyweight division, move up the ladder, become a contender, and perhaps challenge for the heavyweight strap sometime in the future. That's a goal that he's got to set for himself. But as they say, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, and he's got the most important one right now, his professional debut here at Eagles 11. Be the first to be the best.
The projects, the drugs, the children, the thugs, the tears, the hugs, the love, the slugs, the funerals, the wakes, the churches, the coffins, the heartbroken mothers. It happens too often. The problems, the things we use, the solver, Yonkers, the Bronx, Brooklyn.
Nadezhda Katyr, KOK Women's Strawweight Champion, here in attendance.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring, from Israel, Amir Genem. And now, presenting the blue corner, fighting for Romania. Ladies and gentlemen, age at 22, weighing 120 kilogram, height 185 meters, having a personal record of 2 fights and 2 losses. He's fighting for Bogdan Academy. Make some noise for the blue corner. He's coming from Romania to Dumitru. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting his opponent into the red corner. Age 23, weighing 120 kilogram, height 1.80 meters. This is his debut in mixed martial arts. He's fighting for Thai Boxing Club. He's coming for Israel. Make some noise for Amir Genem. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a super heavyweight bout, plus 120 kilogram, 5-minute 3-round, extra 1 round MMA rules. Referee in the ring, Alexandru Petkoglu. Round 1.
Super heavyweight action here at Eagles 11. Oh, wow, right hand right off the bat, landing in a good low kick. And big low kicks in return now. Look at Genem, hammering away with the low kicks. These two going tit for tat here, not allowing the other one to try to one-up the other. Can see some, I don't know if it's just a red mark or some blood. Looks like he might be slightly opened up there under the right eye. Amir Genem perhaps bleeding. Yeah, that blood is just trickling out ever so slowly. But he's got other things to worry about now as he's being squashed up against the cage here by the massive Dumitru of Romania. And he slips out. Low kick again. Right cross. Ooh, look at that right hand. He powers him up against the cage here as Genem. Good knee on the inside. Look at the cage shaking under the weight of these two. I hope they have this thing reinforced for these two big boys. There will be another super heavyweight match later tonight, too, is the current Eagles interim heavyweight champion. Is in a non-title matchup in the super heavyweight division over 120 kilos. That is over 264 pounds. Good knee again, buried right into the breadbasket of Dumitru Tira. But you got to think at this kind of a pace, with these two big guys, who's going to be the first one to gas? Really laying into each other here, trying to make short work of the other one, but I'll tell you what, both these guys can take a punch. Once again, well, now we'll have a look at Genem. Narrowly missed on that low kick. Missed with the right hand. You can see already that these two slowing down a little bit. I saw a big deep breath there from Genem just a minute ago. He grabs the body lock, trying to drag him over now and just tosses him to the ground. Look at him pounce on him like a cat. Oh my! Big shots going in, and now Tira is on the run. Oh my, the left hand of Genem just rocked him. Big right hands going in now. Tira running for his life, but there's nowhere to run. He's trapped in the cage with an animal. Genem opening up, looking for a takedown. Oh my! Well, he draped the left arm over the back of the head here, bought him some time. Coming back now, look at Tira. Tira still got something left. Tira now pressing the big guy up against the cage. As Genem glances towards his corner. There's not much your corner can do now for you. Both these guys in dire straits here. Starting to run out of gas. Still throwing for all they're worth. As you can see, Genem now trying to get a breather. Slouching across the cage. Knee there. You better be real careful about where he directs that knee. It could easily slide between the legs there. Now he creates a little bit of breathing room. Ooh, low kick, stumbles Tira. Tira is very wobbly here with 20 seconds left on the clock, and he just cleaned the clock of Amir Genem. Another knee questionably low that time. I don't think it connected fully. Look at that grunting now as he tries to toss him with his back against the cage. Easier said than done. Trying to suplex a hippo. Take a look, folks. Two massive individuals colliding here. It's like the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. As cliche as that is, that's exactly what we saw here. It's like what happens if the moon were going to crash into the planet Earth. At one point, we saw Genem just bite down on his gum shield and just toss Tira across the cage. At other times, we saw back and forth shots like this. Look at Genem with his hands down around his ankles that time, as Tira was just lighting him up. Another big, tough fighter from Moldova there. Current light heavyweight champion in FIA. Borduja in attendance here as we get back to the cage in round number 2. Saw during the break that Genem was just bent over in his corner, just gasping for air here. Let's see who has enough left in the tank to get the job done. I think that's what it's going to come down to here. Who has got the stamina to be able to finish their opponent off? There's a big difference between who's the better fighter sometimes and who has more stamina. I've seen huge underdogs defeat who on paper and who all the experts and pundits would say is the better fighter simply because they've got more stamina. And look at this now, Genem going right back after him now. Big body kick. And Tira's not done. Throwing shots in return. He just doesn't like when Genem is right in his face like that. He'll do anything to get away from him just to force a little bit of separation. And when he's doing that, when he's running away like that, he's also forcing Genem to pursue him and to chase him and to run and to expend more energy. Oh, big right hands going in. Tries to get on his bicycle, but he got clocked with another one. Look at those punches. Oh, my, it's over. The referee steps in after 2 big shots from Amir Genem. There's the look right there. He looked at the referee, made eye contact, and that's when they called it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is by a technical knockout in the 3rd round for Israel, Amir Genem.
Genem successful in his professional debut in mixed martial arts. Do we have the next big super heavyweight star in Eagles FC? It was certainly a good start, and we shall see.